Hi, my name is Mike, and I'm going to teach you how to create a restaurant menu in WordPress. The rapid growth of food delivery apps has made it more important than ever to have a solid digital experience for your customers. And even if you already have your menu listed on Grubhub or DoorDash, people still like to look up what you offer on your own website. Formidable Forms makes it easy to not only create an online menu, but also create an online order form, create a recipe database for your cooks, and even collect and display reviews, all from the same plugin. Having multiple plugins for every individual thing you want your website to do can slow down your site, so before you spend money on yet another plugin, make sure to see if it's something Formidable Forms can already do. Alright, let's get started on creating a menu using Formidable Forms. Here's my restaurant Literally Everything. Our menu is thicker than Cheesecake Factory's, if you can believe it, except, we don't have anything on our website. So let's fix that. First, we're going to create a new form using the Formidable Forms plugin. Now, we could start from scratch, but we'll speed it up a little by using the recipe catalog template, as it has a few fields we want already set up to go. We'll rename it to Menu, and we'll create it. We're going to rename the first field to Name of Dish. We're going to keep description, cuisine, and dish type, and we're going to delete the rest as we don't need them. We're going to add a couple fields as well. We're going to add a number field that we'll rename Price, and we're going to add a file upload field that we'll rename Dish Image, because we want to show people what our food actually looks like. Literally Everything restaurant is not a fancy 5-star that makes you guess. It's a quality family restaurant where even your pickiest child will find something to eat, and that I wish was real. That looks good. We have all the fields we want. Now we're going to add some entries. We'll put in the name Chicken Sandwich. We'll upload the picture. We'll add a short description. A sandwich made with a half pound of juicy fried chicken, some onions, and whatever that purple stuff in the picture is, served with your choice of side. We'll add the price, and choose both the cuisine and dish type. Entry key we'll leave blank, because we don't need to keep track of that, and if you leave it blank, it will be auto-generated. Looks good. I'm going to add a few more entries, but we'll speed it up so you don't have to watch. There. Perfect. So we have our form, and we've added our food, but we still need to display it. The easiest way to do that is with a formidable view. So let's click Views and choose Add New. We're going to choose a grid, which lets us build the menu we want with no need to code. First, we'll add the view name Menu, and then we're going to click Layout Builder. The Layout Builder is like a mini site builder, and it lets us design what we want our menu to look like without having to do any coding. I want a small picture on the left side of the screen of the actual food, and then on the right, I want everything else. So I'm going to click this option with a small square on the left. Now I want to display the name and the price above the description. So I'm going to drag this 2-grid piece onto the right side. I'm dragging it on the upper half of this piece, so it doesn't take up the whole thing. Looks good. It's now split how we want. Let's save this layout. Now we need to connect the fields in our form to the grid layout. So let's hit the plus, add the name of the dish, hit update. Let's do the same for the other fields. We'll connect price and the descriptions. Now for the picture, it's a little different. If you hit dish image, you're only going to display the URL of the dish image instead of the image itself. See? So instead, we're going to the right and click on the Advanced tab, and then scroll down to Show Image. Perfect. Okay, so we have our menu, but we still need to add our menu to the menu page. It's very simple. Let's open up our menu page on our WordPress site. We just need to add a block. The block we want is a widget called Formidable Views. We'll add it, and we're going to choose our menu as the view. It's that easy. It looks great, but I'm just going to change one small thing. I want the name of the dish to be slightly bigger. So I'm going to go back to the view and click the drop icon on the dish name. Instead of default, I'll choose large. Let's click view to see how that looks. Perfect. I love it, so I'll click update. And there's my menu. Formidable Forms makes creating an online menu in WordPress fast and simple. Subscribe for more WordPress tips, and I'll see you next time.